Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. Now today's video is going to be a small PUBG news blast. I'm a little late for a little bit of this information, but I'm going to put it out there anyways, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. Now the first piece of information I have for you guys is that PUBG is going to be Xbox exclusive for the console side of things. Now, I think that is very unfortunate, and they're actually putting a large part of the market aside. And I mean, they would have had a lot of sales on PS4, I have no doubt. But apparently, Microsoft paid them a huge sum of money to have it Xbox exclusive. I do think it's a shame because, because having exclusive games just kind of sucks because you need to get that specific console. Like, I know it's on PC, so I don't really have that problem. But for people who have a PS4 and don't necessarily have the money to buy a PC or an Xbox, it's kind of a shame because they won't get to experience Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds. But I mean, that's just how it is nowadays. Companies pay developers to actually make it exclusive for their console, just like Last of Us was exclusive for PlayStation, and like Gears of War was exclusive for the Xbox, and now it's out on PC. But I mean, they have done ports, but there's still a lot of exclusivity for a lot of titles, video game titles, and I just find it's kind of a bummer because all gamers alike should be able to play all of the titles no matter what platform they're playing on, granted that it is strong enough to actually run the game. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I mean, it is what it is. Now for the next piece of information, there will be an official zombie mode for PUBG that is going to be developed by the developers themselves. Now there was a little bit of footage released for this, and you guys going to see it on screen right now. I think this is awesome because a lot of people have been asking for a zombie mode, and even people who have access to the custom servers have been making zombie modes, and they have like they actually made like special animations for the zombies, special clothes, and they just look different altogether. Like they're bloody and they're dirty and all that. And I think it's just gonna be awesome to be able to play, like if it's a co-op game mode, like you can play 4 friends against zombies. That's gonna be amazing because the premise and the gameplay of Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds is awesome, and it's just gonna be so much better if there are many ways to play the game, and it's gonna make it prosper so much more because some people don't actually play video games for competitive play. They like to play with friends, co-op and stuff like that. So it's just going to give them another piece of the market of the players that are looking for this. And of course, for people who do play Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds for what it is right now, you're going to have a lot more options to like play around, and just if you don't feel like playing Battle Royale, then you can go ahead and play zombies with your buddies. And I mean, it's just another way to actually enjoy the game, and I think that's great. Of course, custom modding is going to come down the line, and you're going to be able to do a bunch of things with Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds, like maybe even a sandbox editor that would be out of this world, like to be able to create your own maps in this engine, and just with all the gameplay and like gunplay and mechanics of the game itself, that would be amazing. But I think that Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds is in a very good spot right now with over 4 million copies sold. That is just insane, and it's still only in early access, but I think the developers are doing a really good job of keeping the community informed on everything that's happening with the game, all the work they're putting out there, and I think they're doing an amazing job, and this game is probably going to go quite a long ways. I mean, it is the second most played game on Steam right now, or even the first one. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's going to go a long way. Now, for the last little piece of information I have for you guys, there was 2 images released by Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds about one of the new maps that's coming. So the desert map. I mean, first of all, the screenshots look bloody amazing, and I think it's going to change up the game quite a bit because I feel like there's going to be a lot more open area. And like there's might even be like sandstorms. Well, not complete sandstorms because I don't know which part of the world this is in, but I think that there's going to be a lot of visual sand like just floating around, and there's going to be a lot of open areas because if it's a desert map, their vegetation is probably going to be pretty scarce. And you see on one of the images that there's like this trailer and the train tracks and all that, and I think it just looks really nice. Sun is probably going to be a problem in this map. If it is a true desert, the sun is going to be glaring all the time, and you're going to have a hard time seeing. So I don't know how they're going to implement that, or if they're just going to leave it like with a really bright sun and you're going to have to deal with it, or if they're going to tone it down a little bit to make the gameplay better. We'll have to wait and see, but I think that the screenshots look pretty amazing. You have, like I said, the little trailer thing, and it looks very dry, and then like there's fires everywhere, and it just looks really amazing. And I think that the fact that they're already putting out a new map and it's only in early access is awesome because players always want new content. And the fact that they're bringing this to their player base is amazing. I mean, some Battle Royale games have been stuck with the same map for years. I'm not name dropping any titles, but it is nice to have the opportunity to play in different maps as opposed to always playing the same one. I mean, it does kind of get a little bit stale, especially if you play the game a lot. You might be getting a little bit tired of the base map in PUBG, but I mean, it is still a fun game, and every match you play is different, so that's probably why people play it so much. No news yet on what the release date is for this map or the other map that they're working on, but I hope it is sooner than later. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys are most excited for, and while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, don't forget to hit that notify bell, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.